Hey, this is RLC 321's Fantastic Plastic coming back again with another Star Trek, the original series update build. And what we're doing now, you probably guess what we're doing now by the tools that I've got out here, is the worst part, I think, of any model kit: sanding. I hate sanding model kits, I really, really do. But it's a necessary evil. Now on, say, something like this, where you've got like panel line details and things like that, I'm gonna still need to put some putty inside things, because that's still not glued together. Because there's like gaps and things like that, and we need to put some putty in them. I need to figure out why that's not incorrectly. Why ain't you going in? Right, bear with me a second, I'll bring you guys back in a minute. Right, anyway. Okay, so I'm kind of back. I need to let this part dry, but what I'm going to show you, I can show you anyway, because I'm going to do it in just this part here. Because obviously I need to break it up anyway, because we've got the wires. So, we don't want to lose these panel line details, or we don't want to lose too much of it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some of this tape and get nice. About that much should do. And I'm gonna lay one end close, but not all the way to the edge of the seam. Okay, just like that. Let's fold that over there. Okay, and then we'll do the same on the other side. That didn't work out quite as well as I expected. Try that again. And about there will do. And again, we do the same kind of thing. Close, but not too close to the edge. Because you don't want it right on top of the seam. You want it just a little bit away from it. So something like that. So you've got just a little part of the seam that's showing. So then we get our putty. Oh, dear. There we go. Get some putty on our fingers. And just push it into the seam. Obviously some of the holes we don't want to go into, because that's where the stand is going to fit in, just there. Actually, let's move that up a little bit. go. So now what we need to do is let that dry, and then once it's dry we can then start sanding, but we sand it with keeping this on, okay, because then that way we won't destroy too much of the detail. We will destroy a little bit but not a lot, but then we can get a scribing tool and just go back over the lines that we want. So I'm going to bring you guys back once this is dry. Okay, now I'm back. So now we've done that, we're going to get one of our sanding sticks, and I'm going to start with this side because this is the slightly coarser side, and I'm just going to lightly go over the top of it. Okay, then we're going to go on the thinner side. Then we're going to go with one of these. Got this side first, because that's the more not robust, what's the word I'm looking for, thinner, less grit. I can't even tell you what grits these are because I don't know myself. And then just turn it over and do the opposite side. And then use this. This is the polishing one. I just go and then I believe it's the grey. And then finally the white. There we go. So then, once I peel this off, we'll have a nice line there. It's ever so slightly raised, but if we go back with this, it should buff everything out and smooth everything down. Okay, but if not, like here, it's not quite right. It's slightly bumpy there, but over here it's nice and smooth. And one of the ways you can tell is to get a bit of primer on it and give it a once over, but I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to use what's this one? I can tell what it is. This is 2000 grit sandpaper, this one. I think it's Tamiya. Yeah, it's from Tamiya. Because I want it a little bit smoother than that, so I'm just going to give it a going over with a 2000 grit. Okay, and what's happening here? Even though this is in line and straight, we've got a slight lip. That's okay. That's you're not going to see that lip anyway. So now that's done, you can probably tell that we've got some. There we go. Stuff inside the panel lines. So what I'm going to use for that is this. Just a dental toothpick. and I'm going to very carefully just follow the panel line, because you don't want to go outside the line. To rescribe those lines. There we go. So those lines now have been rescribed in. So I'm going to continue on doing this, but that's how I had to glue this back in, because this just it's even now it's not holding the shape properly. So I may have to put some putty on there and get that together. But I'm going to go ahead and start sanding the rest of this kit, including all the other bits and pieces. So that was just a very quick video on sanding, and let's just give you a quick look what it looks like once you've got a little bit of primer on there. That'd probably be better, wouldn't it? Just need a little dollop. I don't need a lot, just need a little bit. Let's get my brush. And so then I'm just gonna go over it with primer. What's also good with the primer, it will show up bits and pieces that you've missed. So like there's a piece right there that I need to get rid of. There's a slight line just there, and obviously down the bottom here you can see where there's a ridge. So this part definitely still needs doing. Most of this up here is okay, except for a slight tiny bit there. But other than that, as you can see, it's hardly anything there anymore, and that is better than looking like that. Yep. So anyway, that's a very quick video on sanding. I've got to continue on doing all of this, and it's going to take me quite a while. So hopefully the next video will be me putting this all together, ready for the main base coat, and hopefully that'll be soon. I'm still I don't know whether I'll be good enough to cut masking tape to fit all of these squares exactly right. I'll end up making a mess of it. So I'm actually thinking of getting some masks, paint masks. It's mainly for the windows. I'm going to use decals for everything else, like the nameplate and everything like that, even though I suppose I could potentially use the paint mask, because the paint mask will also have the masking of the registry and things like that, so the registry name and number. So I could use that, really, if you're thinking about it. That'll probably be, it'll look a lot better than using the decals, so I might go with that. But the main reason I want the decals is to cover these windows. Some of them I'm going to be painting black anyway. Some of them obviously I'm not, because you don't have every single window open. But yeah, that's neither here nor there at the minute. Hey guys, this is RLC's 321 Fantastic Plastic coming back again with another Star Trek the original series Revel 1/600 update build. Now I wanted to show you this is a continuation of the last video. Well, not the last video. I'm going to splice those two together because the other one was too short, so I'm putting this in with it. What you saw was I was putting some bits down and done this here, and it's come out really nice, really nice. And I put some the primer, that's the one. primer on the top just to see if I've missed anything, but most of this is going to be on the base anyway. I'm not too worried about, there's a little tiny bit of a ridge there, not too worried about that. Up the top here, as you can see, I've got a little tiny bit still to go just here, and a few more bits just around here, and for some reason I cannot get this mess. Whatever's happened here, I have no idea what, but it's a mess. But once it's all painted and everything, you're not going to be able to see it. Up here has come up really well. I don't know if we can get in closer. There. You can, no. There. You cannot see. No, will you behave yourself? There. And just under here as well. And it still needs to do a little bit more sanding on this part here. Don't know if you can see that. There you go. And just down here as well, I need to get. Now I have got some Vallejo putty coming in, and one of the reasons I've got that's coming in later on today is because of, for some reason, that other putty that I was using isn't going into the cracks, and I think it's because the cracks are really small. But the Vallejo putty has a small applicator that I can actually directly go onto it and then just smoosh it down, because for some reason that the other one's not being smooshed down properly enough. So there's that. That's all almost done. The same with here. If we look there, I mean, I've only just put like one. That's why you got some sanding scratches, because I haven't fully finished sanding. I've just tried to get as much of as I can, but you can probably see, you can still see the line there. You can still see the seam line. So I'm kind of hoping with that putty that's coming in, we should be able to fix that. I've put on some masking tape on the end of these now, because I sprayed over a little bit of the primer just so I could see what still needs to be done. What holds the nacelles in place are not too bad. This one still needs a little bit of work. I've also ordered some more sandpaper as well, because I'm pretty much out. This one's almost knackered. And again, over here still needs to be done. And here, I don't know if I'll be able to use that modelling putty to get in there, because it's going to be a pain in the backside to try and cover some of these, redo these. It's going to be a bit of a pain in the backside, that. But here I have got a really thin piece of sandpaper, and what I started doing is just removing some of this old primer from here. Okay, I'm just removing some of the old primer, and the reason being, I'll show you the reason why. If I grab my dooblies, there we go. The rear will light up a lot better, even though it's only Raytheon lighting, I think it's called. It's still going to be a lot better than if it was just having with just primer on it. So I'm taking off the primer that I've put on, because it's gonna look a lot better. So that's what I've been doing with that. The saucer section isn't fully finished yet, but this feels all smooth all the way along here where the two have joined, and I think it's going to be okay. I hope I hope it's going to be okay. And I have ordered from Green Strawberry in Czechoslovakia, I have ordered the mask set for the Enterprise, for this series Enterprise from Revell, for Revell I should say, because I know I'm not going to be able to do all of these windows. I know my skill set and I know what I can and can't do, and I know I'm not going to be able to. I mean, these I can just put a little bit of Maskol on there. What's it called? Is it called Maskol? Can't remember what it's called now, but it's like a liquid mask that you can put on, and that will cover all of those. I can easily cover that as well. But as I say, this is all coming on nicely, and I did have a look at the photo etch stuff, because the photo etch stuff you can actually build like a little bridge area that fits inside here that you can actually look into and see. But because I'm not doing any of that, it does look good though. I'm thinking of doing another one of these, but all the bells and whistles. I'm thinking about it. Haven't thought about it yet, but I'm thinking about it. And doing something like that to and put all the photo etch, get all the photo etch stuff and that and everything on there. So what? That's all pretty much done. As I say, I'm just waiting on the sandpaper and that to come in, so I can, and the Vallejo putty, so I can try and fill these seam lines a little bit more along here and on here. As I say, this underneath here doesn't matter too much because it's going to be sitting on the sand. You're not going to see it. You're not going to see it at all. How this has become such a mess, I don't know. But as long as it still works, that's all I really care about. Does it still work? That is the question of the century. Let's have a look. You go there, you go there. And yes, that is still lighting up. Now, the only thing that's worrying me right this second is that these lights weren't lighting up with it. Are they on the same circuit? Or are they on the... they shouldn't be on the same circuit. Okay. Because they should all... or did I screw that up again? Knowing me, I probably screwed it up again. You know, that's just my luck. Let's just get these on to here. Here. Right, really? What is going on? Hang on. So that should go in there. Right, my LED in there is not firing. So why is that not firing? It's the LED for these flashing circuits are not going off. Oh. And I think I may have found out the reason why. Dear me. There's my tweezers. Yep, I think I have found the reason for it not firing. Or have I? Let's pull these back out again. see what I can do here. Nope, nope. You stay there. So I think I know what may have happened. Well, I say I think I know, but now I'm not entirely sure. Because I thought the wire had actually come apart. But it doesn't look like it has. So I still am none the wiser. Let's see. I'll pull this through a little bit more here. That's pretty much as far as I can go. Okay, because everything seems all right there. Or did I? Which probably did. I might have soldered these up the wrong way round, which it should be just typical if I did. It'll be just my luck. Let's get that off of there. And let's have a let's see. It's my snip nips. I need my snip nips. Right, let's cut that wire there, and let's cut that wire there. Okay, and then let's put positive and positive and punk on the negative. Oh, is that bulb blown? That bulb shouldn't have blown. See, really, it's a new bulb. So how could that have? Oh dear. That's that. That lights up that green bit there. Yeah, yeah, okay. That together. Let's also make sure of there we go. Let's just double check it again. Huh. Okay. So something has definitely happened. What has happened? I can't rightly say for sure. So it looks like I might have to pull these out and do these again. And that's going to be fun. So let's push that through. Oh dear me. See, I only want this model to light up. That's it. That's all I want. Which is Not doing anything major. There's that and that. And should be able to pull that through there. Right, so let's have a look. So, wow, that's a lot of glue on that. Okay, let's have a look at this again. Let's just double check things. So we got the power, that's just falling out. We got the power. And then, yes, okay, so something has gone on. Okay, with the LED. There's the LED there. So it looks like we're going to have to do another LED. Okay. Yeah. Which is fine, it's fine. We'll do another LED, it's okay. Get that there. Get that there. Yes. So I have no idea why this has decided to go do Lally. We couldn't find any reason behind it or anything like that. It's just decided to go, well, do Lally. So I'm gonna have to solder these a new LED onto this now, which is not something I really wanted to do because I'm getting so close to putting this together. I really am. Dear me. Right, so I am going to have to do that. So I'm going to bring you guys back once I've got another LED soldered onto that. See you in a minute. Actually, no, I'll tell you what. Because I don't want these two videos to go too long together. I'm going to stop the video here and I'm going to say my usual in a minute. But I think the next video I'm going to make sure my fibre optics are back in place, which took me absolutely ages to do the last time, but make sure they're back in place and everything working the way it should do. So on that note, I am now going to say thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one, which will be today. It'll still be Sunday, but later on, Saturday even, but later on today, because I need to do all this stuff and things. So I will see you guys soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye now.